Hi, everybody in the chat. It's Orchidelia here. I am over at the Poutine Fest here. I just finished my poutine, and yeah, it was good. Just had a small couple bites. I don't want to spoil my dinner for tonight. But yeah, we're just here over at City Hall here, and I guess Canada is known for their poutines. I don't know if most of the Americans that do watch Jeff on his live streams what they know of poutine, but it is French fries and it is gravy poured on top with some cheese curds. Hey Tex-Mex, how are you today? However, yeah, I just finished mine, just a quick bite. So I'm just walking around here for a quick sec, just get some views in here. It'll be a real quick, short stream, only because there's only just a few things happening here tonight, and I'm just gonna just do the walkthrough around the hill and check the war monument, as well as check the parliament there, and just do a quick walkthrough. But yeah, we're here over at the Poutine Fest, and you can see there's lots of things happening here. Hey, how are you? So, yeah, there's I think about like maybe 12 food trucks here, and there's a beer pit here for people to sit down and enjoy a pint and a glass. But you can see from behind me that this is City Hall here. That's City Hall right up there. You can see that. Yeah, Jeff is pretty. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, Jeff's not here. Everybody knows that he's still in Florida enjoying the beach life and the sun life. So I'm just doing a quick stream, and I was here earlier. Sorry, I didn't go live after this morning's meet, only because I just want to enjoy some of my afternoon. I went for a bike ride and got a little bit of rest after that, but I am up and about now, so hopefully I can enjoy the nightlife here in Ottawa. So, but thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit the like button and set notifications on. Jeff will be live, I think, earlier or later. I think he's got a nice fancy dinner or something special happening tonight. So hopefully you guys can tune in and give him a watch as well too. So anyways, I'm gonna flip the camera and just show everybody what's happening here. All right. So we're over at City Hall, and that's part of the view here. There is the beer tents. There's the beer tent there. There's a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, that's expensive. Yeah, it's a big hefty steak dinner for Jeff later on. But he's sharing with a bunch of guys. I'm assuming they're gonna spend more than the 1,500.
This is Otis ready for him.
Oh, thank you, Proper Bird. So there's a live band happening here. This is City Hall. Band's actually pretty cool. Hi Hooper, how are you today? Thank you. Buddy, thanks. Adrian, how are you this lovely evening?
Yeah,
so there's one of the food trucks here. So they're from Toronto, so they got quite a bit on the go here. They're also doing sausages here at this place. And then there's an Asian one here. I'm not making anybody hungry here, but they've got egg roll poutine, bulgur beef poutine, General Tao's. But you can see that's poutine there, but it may not look appetizing, but it is a yummy. It's a yummy meal. I wouldn't say eat it all the time. They've got your standard poutine here. They got the New York one, the real cheese curds. Yeah, so they got the classic poutines here. So you can see that's what a poutine looks like there. It's French fries and cheese curds. That's your traditional one with gravy poured on top of it. Americans don't know what poutine is. Yeah, that's true. I think most people ask sometimes what poutine is. Yummy, but not healthy. Yes, Tex-Mex, you're absolutely right. So this one is, I don't know, they're doing jerk chicken at this one. I'm just wondering if they sell the jerk on its own or they're doing, are you doing jerk chicken? Yeah. Do you just sell the jerk chicken on its own or has to be with poutine? It has to be with poutine, all right. So he's got jerk chicken going on here on this nice Spitfire grill here, which is full of charcoal. Yeah, it's nice. It's doing it Jamaican style here. Jerk chicken poutine. Yeah, he won't sell the jerk chicken on its own. It has to be with the poutine. So, yeah, I wanted a taste of the jerk chicken on its own, but I guess I got to order the fries with it, which I don't feel like. I just had a little bit already. That smell must be amazing. It was actually amazing. I actually put some fire up my nose, really. Hi, Sabrina Twist. How are you? So these guys, they've got sweets. So not just poutine, you've got sweets here. They've got the funnel cake, deep fried, cheesecake balls, deep fried Mars bars, loaded funnel cake, deep fried marshmallows. Yes, all the good stuff that really goes down to the waistline, I think, right? Well, for some of us, but I'm sure I'm not a big sweets person, so I would be ordering that. But yeah, sometimes I get that craving, and that funnel cake or that beaver tail would hit the spot right now. So these guys are Aussie foods. They got more of a Greek style type of poutine here. So they've got the gyros. They've got other stuff here, the shawarma, the falafel. So I guess it's not just poutine. So I guess these guys are doing it up Greek style here. Awesome. Poutine paradise. You're absolutely right, Angela. It is. It actually is nice to see a festival just catering into the Canadian culture here. But I think poutine actually came from Quebec, so I would say French culture. But yeah, I think that it might be French culture at this rate. But yeah, we accepted most of the fast food joints offers poutine. So this one is a place that I had earlier. They did have steak and surf and turf, and I did the buffalo chicken. It was yummy. They have shrimp on here, so I'm not too sure about shrimp on a poutine, but I guess that works for people. And that's the surf and turf, so it's got like quite a bit. So you can see based on what's here, you get a whole medley of different varieties. You can see price point wise. Yeah, it's not bad for price for sure. It's actually a good price for what they dish out. Even Legends rest here there. Yes, they do. Absolutely right. Yes, they did have the lobster poutine. It looked actually really good. It's not bad. For the price that they had, Angela, it was $22. So I guess you get a decent amount of lobster on that for sure. So yeah, so this is what most of the festival is here like. There's not that many people here. I think there was a bunch of people here earlier, but it is Ottawa. People are out on a Saturday night. If you're down in Ottawa, for sure, get down here. I believe this is going to be open until maybe 11 o'clock. But yeah, that is Canadian dollar. Yes, Canadian dollar. Anybody that's in America can afford Canadian dollars. We are undervalued with the American dollar pricing. And we all know that. I think right now, for every dollar that we pay into America, it was 1.304. So for every 100, we got to spend $131 at some point. Yeah, so it is pretty hefty. It's a good chunk of money for sure. But hey, it's always great to be Canadian and always great to be American. So these guys are rolling it up here with, they are doing fresh lemonade. Fresh lemonade in the house. No, I'm not using Sizer's gimbal actually. My gimbal started working. It was charging nicely. So Sizer's gimbal is in my backpack. And yeah, I think he's down in the area. I don't know if he's heading this way, but I'm most likely going to walk right now. I'm going to walk over to the War Monument and check it out. I was there earlier just walking around and just enjoying the sun. It was actually nice and calming. There are cops and police watching the area. There are closed road zones, but nothing new. I mean, we know how Ottawa has been since the convoy, so they've been well guarded. And with Friday's episode, if you saw that earlier, I was filming on Friday night, and what ended up being I guess it was supposed to be, wasn't supposed to be a rally or a protest, but it ended up being a protest because a bunch of trucks and cars parked in front of Rodeo Mall there, and it caused a little bit of ruckus. It really felt like it was the convoy again, and it wasn't meant to be for that. Today's event, I think everybody has watched today's event on a bunch of streams. I didn't go on only because, you know, there's multiple streamers out. Ottawalks was out, and Viva Fry Lives by the Shed was out. So you know what? They do have a good following on their channel. So, you know, I'm, you know, still new at this. So it's best to get them and get to watch their feeds because, you know, everybody recognizes them. Nobody's going to recognize me, and they're not going to come and approach me, let alone I would approach them if I felt the need to talk to people. But yeah, it was a relaxing day for me. I did go on a bike ride and check out parts of Ottawa, which was really nice. I'll get back out again tomorrow. I can't really film that only because my equipment for my phone hasn't arrived yet. It's a mount that mounts on top of the handles, and I could easily see the views and the streets and the pathways and stuff as I'm riding. But yeah, it'll be coming soon, and I think Jeff has a GoPro camera that I could easily use at some point or other and strap that on my helmet or whatnot. But yeah, I would like to get on that bike religiously. I bought it last year, and you know, it's time to get used. Yes. Wow, there's 277 people in the chat. Oh, that's amazing. Hit the like button, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Glad Jeff is in the chat. Yeah, he's in the chat. That's awesome. I'm using the Pro tonight too. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that footage of that restaurant. It's gonna be epic for sure. Doggy bag it, Jeff. Yeah, I'm sure these boys can handle as much food down there. Yeah, I mean, there's a group of 5 of them, soon to be 6, soon to be 7. I think there's a few extra people coming down that way. But yeah, that should be fun for them. Thanks, Mick. 8080. Uh, yeah, I'm okay with filming and talking. I can't say that I'm a person that can talk as much because it sounds like I'm talking to myself at the same time. However, I get how Jeff does it. You know, he's been doing it for so long now. He's got a bit more experience, and at the same time, he's also multitasking. Like I couldn't do that myself. I mean, he's got his phone going and he's got the tablet on the arm, and he sees the chat. So, I mean, I would say kudos to him. Like, there's a lot of work for sure involved in that. But yeah, for me, I don't think I can do that much. Even that, I mean, would I stream for 18 hours at the most in minus 20-degree temperature? Yeah, that was, I think, Jeff's longest stream here in Ottawa in the bloody cold, and 18 hours. Yeah, that was a good stream. He for sure felt the cold aches when he got back to the hotel. So, Larry, question mark, right on, nice. Where is Jeff at? Jeff is in Florida. I'm surprised nobody sees or knows where he's at because he's been streaming in Miami this whole time. So I think he did a short stream earlier today at the beach. So if you guys watched, you guys could see. It's weird. I think my camera's on a quite angle, a little slight angle. I think it's, yeah, I don't think I leveled it properly, but oh well, it is what it is. I'll fix it next time. It's jammed down here. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we were there. I was in the car. We met up with Ottawa when he got to 100K subs. It was actually really nice to be there and support him and get that 100K. Thanks, Arm Lopez. God bless you too. Yeah, I think Jeff was telling me that I was behind on some of the chats. And if I don't pin your message, it's only probably because I'm trying to walk at the same time and look for, you know, stop signs and trees I don't bump into. Yes, he does. Well, I think, yeah, I've seen Jeff. I've seen you in the chat. I think your name stands out because your name is also Jeff. But yeah, you've been in the chat. So yeah, Jeff does call people. He remembers people. So yeah, Travel Lobster 69. Yeah, his back is kind of brutal. Like it's red, but it's not as red as when we went to Punta Cana. So it's not too bad. I'm sure he'll pay the price for not having a female rub some lotion on his back. I don't think the boys felt like touching him, which makes sense. But if a brother needs help, don't you feel that a brother should help a brother? Yeah. So as you cross the street here, we're close to the War Monument monument there. Right there ahead of me, that is the War Monument. So I was there earlier just to see the wreath that was set in place from the veterans and the motorcycle group that did start the Rolling Thunder. So it was actually nice to see that they had a service. I think if you catch it, Lives by the Shed and a few other people, Kodabi, they may have gotten the actual ceremony. So if you do watch it, I'm just going to run quickly. I'm just getting hit by a bus. So yeah, so here is the War Monument. Oh, what did I do here? Okay, banners. Well, that's interesting. After a few drinks, I'm sure Mosh will be happy to assist. Yes. Yeah, Mosh is good. Cheers, Chris. How are you today? Nice to see you in the chat. So this is the War Monument Museum. Yeah, I think I am a bit crooked here. Oh, yeah. There's always somebody belting out, Trudeau's name. But yeah, look at the view here. What's so amazing about Ottawa here is just the views of just the buildings and the parliament itself. But there is lots of ample space here to be able to do a good ceremony. And just have something here on this spot here, just right in front of the War Monument, not the museum. There's a museum, but it's on another couple blocks down, which you have to drive there. But yeah, this is the War Monument at night. I really like walking over here because of the lighting, and it does pay a good tribute to all the veterans that had fought for our freedoms and they sacrificed a lot. I think if you know somebody that is in the army or whatnot, you know the stories, you know what the sacrifices they made. So, but yeah, here is the monument, and you can see the lighting in here is like absolutely really nice to be able to see that there's people that came here earlier, do some prayers and some blessings. And yeah, so this is a beautiful statue. So that's the top there. As you can see, there's all that lighting that's lit really nicely. And down below here is the wreath that was laid by the veterans. Yeah, it does have so much detail. There's a lot of writing and scripted words on this. You can see here, they do have the message here. And keep in mind that we are close to Quebec, so French is our second language. And in most of our areas, even our highway signs, it is French. Very bilingual here. So that's the wreath that the veterans and the bicycle Rolling Thunders came to do tribute for. Canada has not forgotten you. So it's a nice, beautiful wreath. Yeah. So I don't know if you could see the top of here, but you could see that it's got a sword and a low drawn flag there. But it's got a helmet. So there's a helmet there. And people's dropped some flowers here as well. Hi, how are you? So, but yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for, there's 331 people in the chat. Hit the like button, everybody. This is the nightlife. If you're tuning in, I'm just doing a quick short stream of the night time at the Hill, and just to see what's happening over here with some of the protesters. I guess there is a small crowd over at the Hill. They are still chanting freedom and other things. Their patriotism. They got a lot of flags down there. There's people they've got some music going down there. It's not like a big, huge party vibe like it was during Convoy, but they're there to support. They know why they're here. But yeah, so we are here right in front. I forget what this street is called, but it's leading towards the Parliament. There's the Monument Hotels. There we go.
A real democratic country. Livestream. There it is.
Hi.
Something going on.
So,
fucking live stream.
but
17 of them up there.
Then, yeah. So there's the Parliament, one of the Parliament buildings there. Yeah. Wow, 336 people. Hit the like button, everybody. Oh, thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, the detail, I don't know how detailed I'm going to get. I only know so much of Ottawa. I mean, even though I was here, I know some of the street names. I did come here at least 13 days during the convoy. Jeff was here pretty much 18 days. But yeah, it's for sure a different view. It's nicer because there's no snow, and it is much more enjoyable to see in the daytime for sure. But it was really packed in the daytime today. I'm sure you guys had saw that, and some of the other live streamers, how packed it was here. So yeah, that is true. Thanks, Ashley, for making. Oh, it's not Ashley. It's Kay Bushisano. Thanks for making that note. Is it good quality video? Oh, perfect. Thanks. I think this morning somebody said I was a bit choppy. I think I went back and watched the video, and I was just a little bit choppy, but there's nothing I can do about it, only because I guess it's the phone subscriber that I use. So we got smiles and prayers. So yeah, so we're just approaching the large crowd. It's not too large. It's perfect, thanks. Luciano. Luciano is an Italian last name, I could tell. Oh, perfect, yes. Great quality. Thanks, Ashley. But I am a bit crooked. I can adjust it, but I think I got to move it to the left a bit just to straighten it up. But yeah, I'm not going to play around with it. You know what happens when you play around things, they may never come back on. So freedom it is. Freedom it is. Yeah, it looks clear and beautiful. Yeah, so there's a few people here still. So they have the street closed, which is nice. I don't see any cops here. They were here earlier. Yeah, they were here earlier. Trudeau needs to go. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's hard. I think he's here till 2025. So that was good too, Matt and Charlotte. Yeah, were they here earlier, Canadian Cat? They did a couple streams in Hagerstown. No, I don't think it ever did. It might have did a little bit earlier, but now they're writing on the floors.
Okay, we got the nurse. There's a nurse out here.
Wow, $3.91 in the chat. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. So let me see who's up on stage here. What's happening? $3.99 in the chat. Hit the like button. So where's the mic here? Yeah. Oh, she's standing there. She's gonna say something.
I was a healthcare professional for 42 years at McMaster in nutrition. I was fired after 42 years.
Oh, she's gonna tell her story.
No severance due to COVID.
Yeah, a lot of people.
No EI due to COVID.
Yeah. Everybody has a story when it comes to the mandates, for sure. So it's there's so many stories that people had to face, and hopefully they've overcome that. It's been over 2 years now. Hopefully they're able to get their lives back and get their jobs back.
Why you got
Non-compliance.
I say Sherry is Citizen of the Year. Citizen of the Year right there. Non-compliance. Fantastic. There you go.
106 people.
Now, listen. You say fantastic, that's awesome. But we don't know what kind of what more suffering she incurred as a result of that, which we know she suffered something.
Hey guys.
Many of us have.
Yeah, so
The thing is,
there's Parliament. Good old Parliament. You guys must have seen it so many times, but it is a nice courtyard here. I actually enjoy standing here in this part of Ottawa. It's a different feeling for sure, just being here, seeing everything come to life and all the stuff that has happened in the new year here and with the convoy. But you know, there's a special place, I believe, in my heart while I come here. So it's a little bit of home, I guess I could feel, just based on the convoy, what had happened. But yeah, it's a beautiful courtyard, I must say. It's a wide open space. This fountain normally lights up, but today it's not lit up. I don't know why. It is a Saturday night. I don't know when they decide to light it on or not, but it should be lit. Usually there's a flame right in the dead center there. So, but tonight it isn't. Yeah, so it is a lot quieter today, much quieter, for sure. But all I smell is ganja. Yeah, everybody's smoking.
okay, good. I'm not going to suffer anymore.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brando. Yes. Yeah, it does feel different being here for sure, because when we were here, it was minus cold temperatures and it was bloody cold. Lots of snow. I remember standing on that fence here, on the guardrails here, and bouncing to techno music the first night. And then down below here was like a big, huge party of rave music going on in a big truck that said, Truck Fruto. But yeah, it was actually a great celebration for sure, a great protest. But I think there's so much to be said about how Canadians protest and, how peaceful it was. But like anything, we weren't told that we were peacefully protesting, that we were doing a lot of other stuff. But that's mainstream media, folks. That's mainstream media for us. Oh, Eric. Hey, Eric, how are you today? Eric's one of the truckers that was here. He was in the front lines with his truck. If you guys remember Eric, he had the big yellow truck here. It's on one of Jeff's streams. I think it was like day 17. Day 17, I believe. I think it was Eric's last day. I could be wrong, but if you scroll back, you could see the feed on Eric's interview and his dedication to the truckers convoy. Hi, Eric. How are things? Glad to see you're on the chat. Everybody give Eric a big shout out. I think he has a channel. Maybe everybody can follow it, subscribe to it. Get him out here. Yeah, Eric, I wonder if you've been back since the truckers convoy. I don't know if you have driven back, but I think you're further out west than we know. Oh, wow, Mishano, you got good facts. Yep, that is actually true. The tulip bulb. Yep, you're right. Yeah, that is actually true. I've actually been to Holland, the Netherlands, to the bulb companies there. So it's actually amazing to see how they actually produce tulip bulbs and those hyacinth bulbs and stuff. But usually this time in spring, you get to see fields of tulips and rows of it in Holland there, in the Netherlands. It's actually a beautiful sight to see. I think usually you'll see them in March. In March, they're usually out. Maybe early April, you'll see the rows of tulip bulbs and tulip blooms just growing. So.
Freedom!
Yeah.
Freedom!
So there's still people here. They're just hanging out here. There's a lot of chalk happening today. Somebody handed out a bunch of chalk. So freedom. Spell mandate by air. Oh yes, you're watching from Edmonton. That's right, Eric. You're out west. Are you coming back here at some point, Eric? Maybe one day you'll come back in the summer and enjoy the views. There you go. Shout out for Eric. Yes, it is freedom. I think everybody in Ottawa usually chants out freedom. Yeah, there's really not much happening here at the hill, but at least you can see how things are at nighttime. Yeah, Canadians are more patriotic than Americans. Well, it depends. I mean, America is a wide country. I mean, state-wise, there is lots of states. I mean, to see what Jeff's doing there, driving from one state to another state, and then flying out to another state just for his travel channel. I mean, it'd be great to see if. Hey, how are you?
Love you.
Love you too. So, yeah, I don't know. Like Americans are, it's a big country for sure. We're a little bit smaller. We're a little bit dense, but broader range when it comes to population. But thanks, Ashley. Thank you. I don't have any content on my channel yet. Only just that one video, and I think I just posted a small clips. But yeah, if I do start live streaming, I'm more of a food and travel person. I mean, I'm from Niagara, so in the heart of Niagara, we have a bunch of wineries. Sorry, I do live in wine country area, but there's a bunch of wineries there, and I do love my wine, and I do love my food. And based on my food is that I love to cook, so. Everybody had always told me to start a food channel and start chefing on this live and, just work my magic. But yeah, that requires work and attention to detail, which most of it I don't have. I actually own a business. I am a florist. I have my own business. I've been doing it for 22 years. Part of my passionate side is the design work of it and just talking to customers and my clientele. I do a lot of weddings and events, and I do have corporate clients and stuff. But we are in the Niagara region, so we have good connections with local plants and local cut flowers. And yeah, a lot of that stuff does come from most of the plants.
Thank you very much.
Cut flowers do come from overseas as well. We have flowers that get imported from South America, and they truck up from Miami actually.
What a wonderful day.
And the same routes and same trucks actually come down.
I watch them grow.
And they bring up the flowers weekly. So I think my next trip down to Miami, I am going to visit a couple of flower shops down there and just see how they do things. Not saying I'm moving to Florida anytime soon, but it'd be great to see how they their business and how they capitalize on events and weddings down that way. So it'd be great to see that end and talk to some of the business owners. So 440 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Wow. For president, Sean, there's no way I can become president. I am so shy. There's no way. I can't even talk to people sometimes. I mean, I can, but then I can't. Hi, Johnny. How are you? Good. Things are good. Awesome. Hi, Allie. How are you? Good evening. You're going to come to visit as soon as you can. Waiting for permits on trucks. Oh, geez. Oh, that's awesome, Eric. Let us know when you're down. If you're coming to Ottawa, I think Jeff and I can meet you up here for sure. And take you out for dinner and say hi. Very peaceful. It is very peaceful. Yeah, it is. It's very calming here for sure. United we stand. Have faith in you. Oh, okay. Thank you. You have faith in me. Yeah, for president. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. Florida, no more Florida. Go to small towns with locals. Yeah, Florida is quite. It's quite free over there. Everybody flocks to Florida. Most of my clients and my friends, they all flock to Florida. I mean, they go there for months and during lockdown and COVID and they well not lockdown but during the years of COVID, I have clients there that have they have homes in Florida, so they're staying there for like 2-3 months on end, and they're so lucky. And they said, like Florida is a different kind of mentality. Like everything there is free. Like nobody talks about COVID. They don't breathe COVID. Um, they walk in there, it's like they don't even hear of it, they don't see it, nobody's wearing masks and stuff during that time. And then they come back as soon as they land from the plane. All they see is COVID talk. Everybody's talking about COVID, talking about the vax, they're talking about everything. And it's just a different world for sure. So Jeff's pretty lucky to be able to be down there and enjoy most of Florida for what it is. When he gets back, there'll be a whole back to reality for sure and back to work. Travel fun. Is Jeff still on here? This ain't Jeff. Yeah, you're right. This isn't Jeff. I don't know if I sound like Jeff. I think Jeff's voice actually protrudes into the microphone here. So yeah, Eric. Yeah, Eric's got some good shout outs. Everybody knows Eric. He was one of the main truckers here fighting for our freedoms. Hold the line. Yeah, that's very true, Hooper. Yeah, we can't they haven't lifted any of the mandates up yet, not all of them. So we still can't travel even across into other parts of the provinces here. Thank you, Ashley, for pinning Eric's. That's awesome. Follow Eric. I don't know if Eric has stuff on his channel, but show him some love and some support. He was one of our good freedom fighters here, one of the truckers. So, yeah.
Holy shit.
So I just do a quick walk down the street and back. It's quiet here for sure. The roads are still blocked here. They haven't lifted any of you can see the boulders here. They've closed it off. So yeah, that street there, it's pretty dead. But yeah, it was, it's quite different now, and seeing how everything is with the nice weather. I mean, it's more enjoyable to be able to walk. I got my running shoes on, so I can for sure walk for miles today if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that only because I feel that I can just enjoy my evening. And thanks for joining in, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna go and have dinner at a steak restaurant. It's near my hotel, and they had a good selection of great steaks in the window, so it kind of caught my eye. I was here last time, and I was hoping that Jeff and I was able to go that way and have a bite to eat, but he was live streaming in the cold, so we never made time for that. And today would have been a good day for us to go, but he's not here, so hopefully when he gets back again, we can come back and have a couple drinks with Ottawaks and some of the YouTube streamers that were here. So thank you, Kay Luciano. Luciano, yes, that's how I pronounce it. The ghost of the truckster still remains. Yeah, it does have a kind of like an eerie feeling. Like as I'm walking down here, I almost feel like the truck should still be here. I'm not saying it's a good thing that they're not here still, but it just feels like they were meant to be here for some reason. And it would have most likely would have been different if if it was the daytime for sure, or sorry, in the springtime with better weather. But yeah, that was brutal, you know, to face 19 strong days of just, you know, I call them heroes. So they are our heroes. I mean, they did hold the line for us, and they sacrificed quite a bit to be here and all because, you know, we want our freedoms back and the mandates lifted. But yeah, it does feel eerie. Like if I'm looking here, I feel that I'm safe, but then you also feel that you're missing the vibes of the truckers that were lined up here. And there was there was a lot of truckers for sure. If you look back and see all the other streams that Jeff has posted back in February, you could see all the truckers and all the people that he's talked to and how much support they had. But yeah, this area was where the bouncy castles were, and it was that first weekend. So they had not the first weekend, but the second full weekend. They actually had bouncy castles here for the kids, and then I guess the third weekend or so, they kiboshed it. So, but yeah, I guess we weren't allowed to have bouncy castles for the kids to enjoy outside in the minus temperatures. But it just goes to show how Canada is in our government. But I'm not gonna say nothing bad about our government because I guess everybody knows. Thank you, Ash. Hit the like button. 14% of the cops are former military and are active. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, yesterday, I didn't expect what I expected yesterday when I came out and filmed, but I didn't realize that, you know, there was actually people protesting. And in my mind, I just thought there's going to be a celebration here for just the for the war veterans and stuff, and people were gonna do, you know, was gonna honor that. I wasn't aware that they were gonna actually protest and park in the middle of the street and just park their cars and their trucks there. So that obviously became a weird situation, but you know, you could see the support in all the Canadians. But yeah, I mean, the cops did what they had to do um, on that stream. And if you guys didn't watch that stream, it is yesterday's stream. I was up here, and you could see the protesters, and you could see the actual video of the cops again, all lined up. Um, and you know, in all fairness, those trucks and those vehicles shouldn't have parked there. So I'm sure it would have been much different evening. But yeah, you could see how much support we have from Canadians here and how much love that they have for their rights and freedoms. But yeah, I think this is the end of the street that stops people from driving. So they did open up this end of the street here for sure. Oh, I did see 500 people in the chat. Thank you. That's awesome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And it's just going to be a short stream only because, you know, I'm not a long streamer. I'm still kind of new to this. So I can only talk so much about Ottawa that most people don't already know. But yeah, it is the springtime in Ottawa. And then you could hear people still chanting freedom and stuff. So yeah, so this street, what street are we on here? So we're on Wellington is the main strip. I can't see worth of anything because I don't have my glasses on. But I don't know what streets I can't see. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk back just to go back to the Parliament. I do want to see that view again at night. I would walk on the other streets, but there's really nothing happening on those other streets as well. So, but yeah, you could hear people still chanting freedom here. So hello from Wellington. Hello there, Buzz Bomb. Yeah, that is Kent Street. You're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. And yeah, I need to wear glasses at nighttime just for driving. But yeah, right now things are blurry to me right now, which I should be wearing them, but I'm not driving. I'm doing a walk, so it's all good. Yeah, sub up channel. Wow, Ashley, thank you for pinning those. Yeah, that is Kevin K, Jeff's channel manager. Thank you so much for posting that. That is awesome. You guys need to leave and go somewhere else. Just move. I don't know what that is pertaining to. I think Jeff's in the chat. Oh, thank you, JB. Thank you for watching. Nothing's absolutely accomplished. Chanting freedom. Yeah, it's hard. I think it really just comes down to what people's beliefs are, and I think it's just empowerment, which is it's okay. I mean, chanting freedom is something that's embedded to certain people for sure. I think they just feel the need to voice their opinion out loud when they're walking through the Parliament and the Hill here. So, Marilyn, what's my name? Are you asking me what my name is? Well, my channel name is Orchidelia. I do have another name. My real name is actually Vaughn, and that's VON. I know somebody was kind of wondering what it was, but yeah, it's just VON. Short for Von Peth. My heritage, I grew up in Laos. So back in Laos, I was born there, came here when I was 3. And other than that, yeah. But Orchidelia is my channel name. The reason why I chose Orchidelia is because my favorite flower is an orchid. And I know some people are pronouncing it orchid with a CH, but it's actually orchid. And I put Delia on because, there's some names that are like Delia's, at the end of some names. So I figured it was a nice ring to call myself that. So yeah, my favorite flower is the orchid. Hence my name is Orchidelia. Yeah. Yes, Vaughn in German. Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks. I also have my other channel name is actually used. I have 16 subscribers on that. That was the original profile or YouTube name I used when I first signed in to YouTube, actually. And I guess that I ended up getting 16 subscribers through the Thailand genre of when Jeff was in Thailand. Like it was, oh, thanks, Marilyn. You subscribed to me. That's awesome. The notification just came down. But yeah, that was like maybe 2.5 years ago. I guess I went on one of Jeff's live streams accidentally, and I just went in there and started chatting, and then everybody just, I guess, I don't know what happened, but the chat blew up, and I didn't know nothing about chats and live streams. I mean, I was watching Jeff when I was in Hawaii at the time, and yeah, I came in the chat and it just blew up, and who knows, but yeah, and then I somehow was talked about and yada yada yada. But anyways, I gained 16 subscribers way back then, and yeah, they're still there. Like, and I haven't posted anything, and they haven't deleted anything. When you start following people, there's so many people that you follow and you sub to, right? Like, there's no end when it comes to subscribers, right? So, I mean, I just started following a few people for support. I started following some channels just from like workout and fitness stuff, and some food channels I like, and I have one news channel that I follow. But that's it. Like I use YouTube as a platform for information for sure when it comes to the media. I don't relate so much with Facebook or with IG. I mean, I do have an IG account for my work and stuff, but other than that, yeah, it's hard to keep up with all that stuff, when you're running a business and you're working and you're, trying to make money. I mean, it is a new business that I had started. I did have another company back then, but I had partners back then. So it was just better for me just to move out on my own and branch out. So I created my own floral business. It's about 4 years ago now. So 4 years. So that being said, it's a good accomplishment in my life. But I mean, I've dealt with a lot of things in my life, but opening up your own business and starting from the ground up is actually truly amazing. So I'm actually, I feel blessed for sure when it comes to where my life has been and just how I've conducted it in ways through like marriage, through like parents getting divorced, and through working so hard at a young age. And thanks, Iron Maiden. Just working at a young age. I mean, my dad was like, he was in the army, so everything was down to a T. Like, I mean, he was strict and all. I remember getting the beat sometimes, but that was back when in the 80s, I guess. But now you spank your kid, I don't know, I think you can go to jail. I'm not too sure, and no, I don't have any kids, so I am unfortunate not to have any kids. Don't see myself having any kids anytime soon, but yeah, I mean, I'm the same age as Jeff, so yeah, I mean, I don't think the body works the same. I could be wrong. I mean, anybody out there in the chat that has kids, I don't think at age 44, body works the way it's supposed to work, but for women anyways. Oh, thank you. Thanks, John. I don't know where you live. I think you're in Rochester, if I'm not mistaken. JB is definitely saving his sword. Okay. So I'm back here. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, you're actually true about that. Yeah, usually your past makes you a different person. And yeah, I used to plan my future to a T back when I was married, but even that falls apart sometimes. So, you know what? I've really realized that you can't really plan as much as you think you can plan, because there's going to be some sort of obstacle sometimes that gets thrown your way, whether they're good or bad. But yeah, those things do happen sometimes, so it's hard to plan most of that. But yeah, I do have a good experience when it comes to partnerships and support and just honesty and trust and commitment and all that. So what about Jeff? He's your big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy, right? Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. No kids and freedom. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Tex. But you know what? Kids are a blessing, I find. If I was to have kids, I think overall it would still be an accomplishment. I mean, to see children grow up and be little mini yous or mini beings of you and your partner, I mean, that's pretty amazing. But Jeff's young. Yeah, Jeff's pretty young. Jeff's a young kid at heart for sure. Yeah, he is. Yeah, so we're back here. So I was told not to pin up my certain pins up and not to pin certain things up. So yeah, it's funny because I was on the live stream earlier, and it's not like I know the rules of live streaming or what I should stream. But yeah, you get told after, right? Don't pin up certain things. You're reading the comments too late. Like, anybody that makes a rude comment, don't pin it. All these funny things. But it's kind of like, really? I thought YouTube was freedom of speech here, So, but I just had to laugh that I was told after when I got off. I saw the text messages come in, and I was told what to do and what not to do. But hey, you know what? I'm still new at this. I'm sure if it was my own channel, I wouldn't care, but because it's Jeff's channel, I got to abide by the rules. And, Kevin is his channel manager. So I got to listen to the boys, I think I'm doing them a favor, but you know what? I still got to listen. So, you know what? Still learning. I wish I had a second phone where they could text me and tell me these things. But yeah, they haven't, I don't have that second phone, but I will have it when I cross over the border in June. I will have an American phone with me. So I do have a friend that is hooking me up with an American phone and American address so I can easily live stream in the States during my travel time. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. So yeah, it'll be a girls trip with me and Gemini. Gemini Lee, it is her birthday, so she hasn't been out yet either. So Mashi. Yeah, Mashi's cute. Cece is killing. Yeah, Cece is killing. Shoot Charlie. Yeah, you guys talking to Jeff at the same time. Cute. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Sweet. That's very sweet of you. Fancy dinner date, yes, for the TFC family. Yeah, Jeff's gonna be with the boys doing that. It's a big dinner date with the boys, obviously. But they're doing their thing in Florida, and they're gonna enjoy and live it up for sure. I mean, Mosh is experiencing it. Hey there, and yeah, Lewis Cobb was there, and he's a big supporter of Jeff. So it's great for Jeff to be down there and to meet up with him and enjoy, the hospitality of George, the Iceman. He lives down there now. He's a Canadian, so he literally just left Canada and decided just to stay and nestle in Florida. But yeah, that's good that he's there. He's got a nice cabana. If you watch the live streams, you can see George, this beautiful tan, glowing. Yeah, they're not allowed to have that flag here. They're supposed to be fined, but I don't know how they're getting away with that. But maybe there's some exceptions to that for sure. Aw, that's sweet. Girls' night out. When is the girls' night out? Who's going out tonight? Oh, thanks, Junior Sewell. Thank you. I'm not so much of a talker, but I guess I gotta be in the mood to talk, right? I mean, it does, like I said earlier, it does sound like I'm talking to myself at times. But like anything, I guess you just gotta go with the flow, right? If you see something, you talk about it. If you don't see it, maybe you don't talk about it, but and then there's conversations here in the chat that you can relate to and answer. I'm just still slowly scrolling. I might be behind the chat, so I'm just slowly scrolling up and down just to see if there's any questions that were asked for me. Like, I think it'd be different if I wasn't actually walking and I was just sitting there. But I'm not gonna sit there and let you guys watch me eat or drink. I guess I don't know. I think I find that kind of weird, but who knows? I mean, maybe someday I can sit there and do a Q&A while I'm having a bite to eat. But yeah, gotta get used to talking to the screen. That's for sure. Yeah, we are stuck in Canada, but there's ways out of Canada for sure, Marilyn. I think the government tries to hide Canadians from crossing the border. I mean, it all depends, right? It all depends on the risk that you'll take. If you're honest, and it all depends really on the border patrols. I think and coming back in, it's going to be a pain in the butt. But if anything, you know what? Life is about taking chances. If you don't do it, you're not going to experience it, right? So I would say if you can do it, by all means, take the risk and drive over for sure. But yeah, you gotta know things about the border crossing for sure, and where to cross and what to say. But most of my clients, they've told me how easy it's been to cross the border, and they don't have the Kool-Aid. So, and they told me what was said coming back, but they have to allow Canadians back into Canada no matter what. So it's really what you do and how you say things really at the border. I mean, honestly, to be truthful, I think you just have to be truthful, and I think you just have to abide by their wishes, not throw a big tantrum when you're coming back. But if you want to play the hate game of the government and the border control officers, I think you're just gonna get a slap in the face, and they're just gonna be more aggressive towards you, right? So, I've got detained once, actually a couple times. I travel alone a lot, and my family is in the States. So when I travel, I'm usually by myself in my car. So when I cross the border, it's just weird. It's just they got this mindset like Asian women crossing the border in a fancy car, right? And I don't think my car is that fancy, but it is what it is. I drive an Audi A4, but it's funny because they pull me over all the time when I cross over to Buffalo. So I give them my reasons for traveling, and I tell them where I'm going. Usually it's to visit family, and they still detain me, or they still tell me to pull over, and they search my car, and they ask me questions, and then they send me off. So it's a big hassle. Like it's like a 30-minute delay of just trying to answer their questions and being, bullied, I guess, right? And but yeah, like the one time I crossed over the Rainbow Bridge in the American side and the Canadian side, I crossed over. They fully detained me completely. They stripped my car. They had all my side panels taken off. They had two dogs come and sniff me, and yeah, it was an hour of like brutal questions. They took my phone. They went through my phone, and they did a lot. Like very intimidating for sure. I had three officers behind the counter asking me questions, going through my phone. And at that time, I was just going across the border because my cousin was driving in from Tennessee, and he drives a truck. And truth be known, I was being truthful. He was driving a truck coming in the air to New York, and he decided to do a drive-by and say, "Hey, cuz, why don't you cross over the border so we can have lunch?" And it was a simple gesture, and I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta see my cousin. He drove all the way down here. He's working. It takes 15 minutes to cross the border. I'm gonna go see him." And yeah, sure enough, I crossed over. My sister went over before me with her family, so she made it across. And all these text messages kept coming in. Where are you? Are you? We're gonna eat here. We're gonna eat here. And they could see the messages coming in, so they know that I was being honest. But still, they still asked me stupid questions. They still detained me for a good hour. You know, the worst part is when they decide to take down all my door panels. And I was like, what the heck? So they thought I was smuggling drugs or something, or they thought had like thousands of dollars. I don't know what they thought. But yeah, I was stripped for sure. Big dog mom, my birthday is on December. I'm a Sagittarius. It's December 1st. But yeah, it was pretty scary. For me, it was. I was nerve wracked, but you know what? I was there answering honestly. I had nothing to hide. But after I had left, they put everything back. The worst part is when they brought two dogs over to sniff me, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" The officer there, he's like, "Ma'am, we're just gonna be bringing the dogs over, but just stand still, you know, and they're not gonna bite you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Then why are they coming to me?" But I don't know. I guess they must have thought I had some sort of drug stash somewhere inside of me. Who freaking knows? Yeah, that was the brutal part of being detained for sure. So back to my sorry, it was a long story, but back to that. Yeah, I guess it depends on the officer. So hopefully when Jeff comes back, everything is hunky dory, and he just listens and abides by what they want to say. So I'm just gonna walk down over near the mall here and then work my way back up. But yeah, this part here was that part where we were all here in front of the Fairmont here on the 18th or the 19th here, and we were staying out here in the cold, and that was when all the crazy police force came out. So yeah, people still chanting freedom. Yeah, that is true. It's about being respectful. You're right. Yeah, that's very true. Thanks, Sabrina, for saying that. Yeah, I think it's gonna all come down to your personality too, with what happens, and if you decide to argue back and be a dick or something else, yeah, you're gonna be told for sure. So yeah, So we're just in front of the lights. So Jeff's next live stream is going to be at 11:30. Yeah, he's a late one too, this guy. He loves streaming late. I don't know. I'm sure people have lives to attend. Maybe people are at home watching Jeff. You know, it's great. Show some support for Jeff. Yeah, racism. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I think it's hard to say. Yeah, Sharzad, she passed, but she got her story was she was lost. She was detained too, but you know, she's a young girl, you know, and I don't know what happened to her. I think somebody had said that she had like a lot of cash given by, you know, the convoy people, and she had no explanation for that. So who knows, right? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say what happens. So, yeah. I keep dirty pictures. Oh my gosh, Junior. I think those are one of those comments I can't pin. You know, like Jeff says, like you gotta not pin certain comments, but I like pinning the funny ones though. Like the funny pins are like hilarious to me. You wanna know why? Because it makes me laugh with you guys while I'm walking and chatting. And at the same time, it's just funny. It's just funny stuff, you know? So yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah, it was crazy. I think I'm way far back in the chat here, but yeah, I'll just scroll down. Charlotte is a suspect. Yeah, it's tough. Like a single girl crossing over. She's young too, right? So, and you never know. Like she may have had like a bit of nerves under her. You know, maybe she was nervous talking to them too, and her face turned red, and you know, all those things do happen. You know, when you see men in uniform, right? Like you kind of. For me, when I see men in uniform, I see two things. I see, you know, nice, you know, men, you know, they went to school and we should honor them type of thing, you know, depends what type of field they're in. I mean, even like guys that are driving the hospital trucks, you know, they're doing justice for us, you know, and they're in uniform. So, you know, there's lots of things, but yeah, it's tough. The border for sure. If you haven't crossed the border by car multiple times, and then you will get the sense of nerves coming in. I crossed so much that, you know, I actually don't have a problem. I actually like the one time I crossed over onto the Sarnia Bridge, and that's going to Michigan. I got family in Michigan as well, and I cross there all the time. It only takes me 5 hours to drive to Michigan, so it's the same amount of time to drive up here to Ottawa. So crossing over to Michigan is nothing. But I go there. I'm bringing Niagara wine. I bring like 4 bottles of Niagara wine. My family loves Niagara wine, so I got to bring 4 bottles. Then I'm stopping into duty free, grabbing a big bottle of vodka, you know. So, and I'm one person. So when they ask me what I declare, I tell them I got 4 bottles of wine, and I got a big bottle. I got a bottle of vodka, which they see that because you're ticketed, your license plate is taken, so they see that already when you cross over. So I'm telling them the truth. And they never say nothing. They just say, oh, how long you're staying, who you're visiting, why are you going? And they let me through. No problem. Not once have I got pulled over in the Sarnia. And yeah, my mom, she was in the car with me. She comes with me sometimes, and she's bringing back wad loads of like frozen meat and like deer meat and cattle. I'm like, Mom, you can't bring that across. She goes, oh, no, but, you know, just bring your cooler. You know, they went fishing. You know, I got to bring back some fish. I got to bring back some deer meat. I got to bring back, you know, whatever they decide to hunt down there. And the one time, no word of a lie, this is a funny story. Like, and I'm going to tell you the story because it's really funny, because when they say that, you know, Asians eat everything, I mean, like, yeah, it's one of those type of stories. So my mom tells me to bring the cooler. And of course, I'm crossing over. I'm like, said to my mom, so I bring the cooler. I don't know what she's got in there, but she's packing it up. I'm just, you know, saying goodbyes to my cousins and stuff. And then, of course, I get to the border. I said, Mom, what's in the cooler? She's like, oh, just frozen stuff. I said, yeah, I know. What frozen stuff? Like, what's in there? Right? She goes, oh, your cousins got me the frozen fish that they caught and, you know, deer meat and whatever. I said, deer meat and whatever. I said, what's the whatever? She goes, oh, I said, what else is in there? She's giving me this smirk. And I was like, what? What is in there? I need to tell them, Mom. Like, come on. Like, so we're not even allowed to bring open cut meat that's not out of a grocery store. We don't have a receipt for it, right? So she tells me, oh, there's squirrel in there. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I said, you got frozen squirrel in the cooler? Come on, mom, seriously. She's like, yeah. And I was like, what? Okay. So, anyways, what happened at the border was pretty comical. Uh, the Border Patrol asked me what I was bringing back. And I told him straight up, I got some frozen fish and frozen meat inside my cooler. And then he said, what kind of meat you got? So I said, deer meat. And that's all I said. But he's like, oh, you know, you're not allowed to bring deer meat. I said, did you get it from a grocery store or a farm? I said, no, my cousins hunted it. He's like, yeah, it's illegal to bring meat like that across. And I said, oh. So I looked at my mom. I said, you know what? If you want to throw it out, you can throw it out here. It's okay. My mom had this sad looking face on her face. And she was like ready to like almost cry because, oh my goodness, her deer meat was going to go down the trash. Anyways, the Border Patrol officer looked at her, looked at me, said, you know what, this is your first warning. Don't bring any deer meat and oddly meat back to Canada. So yeah, so it was a life changer for my mom. She was happy. But yeah. Hey, Gemini Lee, how are you? Nice to see you, Cabo Wabo. Yeah, Gemini Lee's in the chat. That is my go-to girlfriend. And you will see us what? Yeah. Jeff, you are guilty. Yeah, he's probably guilty of a lot of things, yes. So nationality, we are Laos. So if most people don't know where Laos is, but it is a country that borders 5 countries. So Laos is center of, we're south of China. We do border Vietnam, Thailand, and a little bit of Cambodia. And then beside us to the west coast is Burma. But I think Burma is called another country now. I think they've changed the name right now. But yeah. So he's off eating nice. He's off. Yes, King. Yes, King. I'm from Laos. I was born there. I was born in Vientiane, which is the capital. No, I'm not Vietnam. No, not Vietnam, no. But I actually went to Vietnam, to be honest. Yeah, that's cute. Yep, Sabaidi, you're absolutely right. That's how you say hello. That is how you say hello for sure. So, yeah, I'm just walking down this way. I think I was going back to City Hall. You guys just gonna walk back to City Hall and just end my live stream there only because, hi.
Can I be on your vlog?
You can be in my blog. You want to talk?
Yeah.
What would you guys like to say?
Was it on Twitch?
No, I'm on live on YouTube right now. So,
Oh, man. How many viewers?
right now there's 322. I'm just slowly.
22 people.
Yeah,
Damn.
I had 500 earlier,
Can I
but
see?
yeah, they're all here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's 322 here watching.
That's crazy.
So yeah, there's people in my chat here.
Oh,
So you can
damn.
see the chat here.
Oh, it's actually pretty cool. Like the.
Yeah, so I'm on live streams right now, so you get to see the chat going on and stuff. So yeah, so I answer their questions. I can pin their questions here,
Oh, okay.
so I can pin what they say, like some good stuff.
How many subs do you have?
So this isn't my channel. It's actually my boyfriend's channel. So I'm on his channel. He's got over 63,000 subs. So I'm
What's his normal usual content?
he's a travel. He has actually 4 YouTube channels. He has Travel Fun 69, his work channel, his personal channel, and then he has a Beers and Cheers channel where he sits and drinks beers with a bunch of guys
Okay.
and talks nonsense, or just chats, right? Like boy time. So yeah,
All right.
awesome.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, do you guys want to say something in the chat?
Nah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're good.
I'll
All
see
right.
what's up, though.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, take care.
Yeah, that was cute of them. These young boys. Yeah, your grandfather was Vientiane. Oh, yes, that is a popular last name. So Vientiane, that means he was born in Vientiane. So that's the capital of Laos. That's where I was born. So it's funny because each little rural town and city, I guess you could call them towns, we all have different accents. And yeah, like when I go back home and I'm speaking my native language, everybody's just amazed how fluent I am. And they just said, "Oh my gosh, you have your father's accent." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness." I'm like, "My father's accent?" Because each town has an accent. My mom is from south of Laos, so her accent is way different. So they know my mom is from that part of the town. But yeah, it's interesting how each town has their own accent. You could tell where they're actually from and what city they were born in and where they grew up. Yeah. Watch my purse. Whose purse? My purse. I have a backpack on right now, and she's the best. Thanks, Gemini Lee. Yeah, I'm the best. Sometimes. Not always. I can be bad. I can be good. Thanks, Gemini. Hey, Wanda. How are you? Awesome. Like that name. Love Wanda. It's a good name. I'm just going to walk back over to City Hall. Just see if they're still happening over there. I can't see myself grabbing a beer there. I want to get back to the hotel and just do a quick change and just head out for some nightlife and see if I can meet some strangers. How about that? Meet some strangers, have a drink. Yeah, no, that's not going to be me. I'm actually more of an introvert when I'm actually am out, but unless somebody approaches me and talks, I can talk. I mean, it depends. Like I can sit at a bar, have a drink, and if someone's at the bar and wants to engage in conversation, I feel that they need some conversation, I can talk to them for sure. Like, I mean, I traveled alone many times. And the part of traveling alone is just not to be shy. I think you have a freedom of not having to answer to anybody and wait around and see who wants to do. Like I got some girlfriends that they like to sleep in, night out, they want to sleep in. So they won't get up until like 2 in the afternoon. Then I have girls that just love to shop on vacation, and I'm not one for shopping. I could care less about clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, and then there's ones that you can't agree with, or ones that snore and you're sharing a room with, and there's so many things. But yeah, I get traveling alone, and I understand the means to travel with people. So what time is it now, guys? Okay, it's 2:86. So it is 10 o'clock. So yeah, so I guess they closed down here already. You can see nothing's happening. So I am, yeah, it's hard to say. Jeff has no girlfriend. Yeah, Jeff doesn't talk about me. Because I'm very private, so he respects my wishes. But Jeff ? Yeah, he is. He very much is. So I don't mind saying it on the screen. I know Jeff kind of is secretive about certain things, but yeah, he is a good boyfriend at best. No comment. I won't say too much, but he's a good guy for sure. He's very thoughtful, very caring for sure. My brother's Laos last name is Mansiba. Yes, that is a Laos last name. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Yep, you're absolutely right. So quite a few people know some Laotians, they say it. Johnny L, that's cute of you. Thank you. Jeff's not a fighter, he's a lover, just so you guys know. Oh, thanks, Marilyn. I might be way behind in the chats here for sure. I think because, yeah. What does MGTOW mean? That's cute. If you want to control nations, they have, oh, yeah. That's different. Yeah. No, my phone isn't blocked by Parliament. It's actually running fine. It is actually running fine. I'm getting calls, and I was doing a lot of stuff around. So no, it's not blocked. I don't know whose phone's blocked. Mr. Lover, that's right. Yeah, that's Jeff. Yeah, he was actually really sweet. He's been doing, he's been helping me around the house and stuff, fixing a few things at the house, and which is great of him. He made time for that for me during his off season. So when he gets back, he's gonna be busy. So, but yes, Jeff's not a. Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah, we say those things. Jeff's not a fighter, he's a drinker. I think that's one of those comments I can't post, but who knows? I don't want to be told after I end the stream that I clipped some bad, I pinned some bad comments. But I think he's laughing in the chat. Oh, yes, he's laughing. I don't know if he's even watched. I don't know if he's listening to the chat or if he's actually watching. But yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I'm gonna try to face the camera back so I can. Whoops. Nope. Sorry, I was gonna play with this and try to face. I gotta get used to this, like being in charge of the stream here. So I think it's settings. So it's camera. And it's funny because I don't know which way to look. If I'm looking the wrong way, it's weird. So so I'm supposed to look this way or that way. I don't know. So I'm gonna look from, I don't know which side to look. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys follow Jeff. He is gonna be out. Oh, sorry, the camera's not on me. So he is gonna be out, and he's going to be out for dinner. I think they have the big huge steak tonight, or steak dinner at this fancy restaurant. Sorry, I'm just like playing around with the camera here. So thanks for watching me. So I may go on tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon before I leave from here, but other than that, I'm gonna enjoy my night, and hopefully you guys enjoy your night. Thank you for watching, and hope everybody hits the like button, and have a good night, and hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.